Hi. Actually, you know what? We're here, and it was poor old Mischief that had to drive in this particular weather. It was just easier for him to come to us than it was for us to go to him. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hey, it's nice to be here.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And as you know, Mischief is Sandy McCachran, and he and Mr. Mac dominated the hip-hop category. They were two writers who were nominated for ECMAs, but we are also very pleased to say that they are two of the poets that we included in the Cape Breton section of the Poetry Face-Off in the last couple of years. So where were you when you heard that you were nominated?
I was home watching it on the computer, just streaming it. And I knew Mackie had submitted Gone with the Breeze. Both songs are from my new album. I knew he submitted that because he's on the track too. It was originally for his album, and then he wasn't finishing it up in time, and mine was just about to come out, so just thought it would be a smart move to put it on there, and then he could submit it as well. Turns out it was a good idea. But I didn't think CB Summer was going to get nominated because I thought I was too late with submitting that song. But I heard the first two classified in Hotbox, and then I heard Mischif CB Summer, and I was like, yeah, right on. And then I heard Mr. Mac Gone with the Breeze with Mischif, and I was like, two. So I was just jumping for joy, happy.
Oh, now, what? So did you call him right away?
Mackie, no, he's out in Alberta right now working. He'll be home next week, but I messaged him online right away, and he was just as excited.
Yeah. Now, why is it that the hip-hop category, which is traditionally not really a Cape Breton category, it's traditionally been dominated by Halifax. I mean, but the last couple of years, other people have been in, but this year it was a Cape Breton year. What happened?
I don't know. We're just getting more people, and we're getting into it, working harder at it, and trying to release albums and thinking about making more appealing music. It's not just like a lot of the thing with rap is, especially around here, I noticed a lot of guys will just they just want to show what they can do skill-wise, punchlines. So they're writing one verses, might be for battles or just freestyles and whatnot. But I find a lot more people, especially around here, starting to get better at constructing an actual song.
Now, when we first met, I think it's probably 2.5, 3 years ago now, you were doing shows in Glace Bay, but you've been on main stages now in the last couple of years. You were doing Center 200.
Yeah.
I mean, it's become bigger in the last couple of years. What's it been like?
Well, shows were just all the same bars, same people, same crowds. It's rare. It's good, too, when we get to play for all ages, which is really rare, just the Savoy shows. And you get a lot bigger turnouts because it's just kids that never get to see you. But the bar shows were starting to get kind of stale, just the same crowds all the time. And it's always fun doing new music when you come out with new stuff for everybody, but just something different would have been nice. And then when we got called to open up that Sean Kingston show at Center 200, to be able to play for thousands of people, it was just amazing. It was just something I wish I could do every show like that from now on.
Did everybody know who you were when you got up on the stage?
No.
Really?
I'd say probably 80% of the people there didn't know who we were, because these were a lot of kids that had never seen any of us because they're not old enough to get into the bars to see our shows. And the ones that we had done at the Savoy were mostly just like just kids that listen to hip-hop. This was like all types of people, and they were all there to see Sean Kingston and the other two performers. So when we came out, they didn't have a clue. Like, the crowd was pretty dead at like the start of it, but by the end of it, they were really into it. And then we started getting like dozens of messages the next day on Facebook saying, come back here on your own tour, things like that. It was like, yeah, we're from here.
The thing that I think a lot of people find so intriguing about the hip-hop that's coming from this island is that it is written absolutely about places and people here, places that you can identify, about bunkers and the upstairs, and the and even in CB Summer, there's a little tour that we take around the island. We can identify where we are. Yeah. I mean, when we think about hip-hop in the mainstream culture, it's very general, so they can sell it to a wider audience.
Yeah.
But this is a little more like folk music in a way.
Sort of, yeah. We're not trying to alienate listeners and like make it just for Cape Bretoners, but there's a lot of good stuff you can say in music about around here, and plus it's just like this is who we're playing for right now, people around here. So let's make music to appeal to the people around here, but at the same time, trying to make it so that maybe other people around the Maritimes who listen to Cape Breton rap, or maybe even further along Canada, get an idea of what it's like around here.
CB Summer was a mainstream hit this last summer. They played it on the
pretty
radio.
good. Yeah.
What was the most surprising thing? Who are the most surprising listeners? When somebody came up to you and said, "I love this," who surprised you the most?
Everybody. Just people that I had no idea would ever like a song that I made. But I noticed on not so much people I knew, because from doing it for so many years now, like my parents, people that they know, their friends and relatives and stuff had all heard it. But I noticed on the Giants Facebook page when they first started playing it, and I'd see all these comments of people asking what was that song about Cape Breton, what was that rap song that was just on, and I was looking at some of the people's profiles, and I was like, just like the age of some of them, and just I was like, wow, I can't believe these people actually care about a song I made.
This was the hip-hop song that people over 30 liked.
Yeah.
Did that surprise you?
Yeah, big time. But I kind of knew once I finished it up, I was like, this is if there was a chance, I never knew it was going to get played on the radio, right? But I was like, this is something where if I was actually signed to a label, this is a song that would get pushed out to the radio stations, and I can tell it would have a lot of appeal. But once it did get play on the radio, I was like, yeah, it was exactly what I thought it would be. Like, it's the beat, a lot of it, but it does have a catchy chorus, and just the fact that it's about Cape Breton.
Well, Sandy, this is the one that was nominated for the ECMA. Congratulations.
There's two.
Yes, and
On
the
the
other
same
one,
album, yeah.
on the same album, and the other one,
Mr. Mac.
Mr. Max, and the other
and
one.
He did the beat along with Mark Scott, a guy from
Okay.
Dominion, so
Really cool.
that one's all Cape Breton.
Great. Let's listen to Summer in CB.